Okay, and then now we're going to make a flower. And I just take some balls and flatten them out. They don't have to be exactly right. Make sure they're, once you get them pushed down, then I just roll over all of them. And like I said, they don't have to be perfect. There's no flowers that's perfect. And I usually start with the smallest piece. And actually, you can do it either way. You can curl it as you're coming up. And then you just take your fingers, kind of pull out on that a little bit. And that starts your first one. Then you take your second one and you just wrap it around. And you can pull on the clay. I mean, don't worry about the bottom part because you're going to be cutting that off. And then again, you just play with the clay. Push it down. And we'll take another piece, and on the other side, we'll do the same thing. And, you know, you can play with it more once the flower itself is done. And again, you know, kind of put it like in between. Don't, you know, get it exactly right behind. You know, because your piece is going to get bigger as you go. And again, play with it a little bit. And as you see, the more petals you add, the prettier it gets. And like I said, you can play with it more once it's done. Once you get it the way you want it. Yeah, put it on that side. And again, and it's soft clay, so you can, you know, pull on it, do whatever you need to do. And then you can fix your leaves. And then as you see, I'll fix that part there a little bit. And you know, you can always use something to help. I don't know what I'm trying to do is get that. There we go. Don't worry about little marks. And then, depending on what you're going to do with it, you're going to cut it as far up as you can without tearing up your So as you see, you have a nice flower. And on the back, you can smooth that out. Now, if you're going to make something with it, like a jewelry or something, you're going to get these eye pins and kind of judge the width of the back of it here. So, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to kind of guess at where I need that. Then I'm going to take, and the end of it just barely put a hook like in it, very small. Because if you don't, when you put it, it's straight, after it bakes, it can be pulled out easily. So this is going to catch inside the clay. And the eye of your needle, it's going to go towards the right or left of it, not in front or back. Because, and then you would just take that, however you want your flower. Say if I wanted it, like that. So you look at the front of it how you want it. And then you just take and shove that in there. Make sure the eye is flat on how you want it to stand, and then kind of play with your flower. And then there you go, flower. You go ahead and bake it, and then once it's baked, follow the baking instructions, and then you can paint it. Unless you just want to use colored clay and then just bake it, that's fine too. And your hook's already in the back, so you would just add your chains or whatever it is that you want to put on there.